Good evening from down under, everyone. My name is Romance Splits, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Super Robot Wars Y cross playthrough. This should be part 129 in the series and the finale of Chapter 6. Piranha converters and all that nonsense is sorted, so we'll get straight into the episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you've been enjoying. Otherwise, let's begin. Alright, so in London. There's kaiju here too. I also heard the news that some mysterious structure surfaced in the Atlantic Ocean. Is this the apocalypse? No, oh, not good at all. The city descended into pandemonium. I can't say I blame them given the circumstances. We need to get to India. Is there any way we can do anything about this? The plan is to use the super-dimensional calculator and come up with a way to avert the catastrophe, right? That's right, I'll introduce you to BB properly once we get there. He's the only one we can count on right now. There's nobody else in Shiva. Tilda and the rest would prioritize using super-dimensional calculator to finish the orthogonal diagonalizer. Not that they're on to do so, it is true that it will counteract the red dust. True, but still, we should worry about the impending catastrophe over the short term. I couldn't have said it better myself, that's why it's up to us and BB to handle it. Alright, we need to head to India to get to the super-dimensional calculator, right? Correct, but that's easier said than done at the moment. The calculator is one thing, we might not even be able to reach India with all the panic. Professor Lee, if something happens to me, you need to make sure you get there, alone or not. I'm pinning my hopes on you. Well that's a death flag right there. Kaiju approaching. We've got to get out of here. Go on ahead without me. Professor Lee, what are you doing? You're gonna get killed if you stay. There's a little girl stuck over there. Get out of here now, hurry. Ah. Yep, death flag. Professor Lee. Alright, past, present, and future. So we have an interesting assortment of baddies to go beat the snot out of. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So the main enemy force this time is the Infernal Alliance. Alright, so we have Cross as a force deploy, which is not all that surprising. Alright, before we do anything else, let's make sure we deploy you. Alright, so 1 Piranha Converter, 2 Piranha Converter. Alright. We will field the Getter Boy. Alright. Let everyone get a bunch of kills. Alright, so the reason why we have combat load is because Grid is here. Now, I don't believe we actually need to do this, because it's not a secret, but we're going to do it anyway. Alrighty. So they are a problem for later. For now, we must beat all the others. That's okay. Yep, so for the main objective first up, I think it is blow up the enemy species Madoro, so naturally we'll leave it till last. Yeah, so that's right. Alright, so obviously we can't use the Chica, we can't even use spirits, but that's fine. We can still use Assist Link. No, I'll mostly use the run once then. Alright. Let us begin. Goodbye, Taranko.
Masaki! こっちに気づいたにゃ。
へっ、おいでなすってね。行くぜ。全エネルギーを集中。
フラーニャン指数限界値突破。いけるぜ、マサキ。
これで終わりだ。コスモノバー。
Thank you for your money. Takuma senses something isn't right. There you are. Alright, well, let's just do this. And that should... almost get us there, because we need charge. Either that or snipe. I think we have access to snipe, don't we? Yeah. Alrighty, let's do this. Victory! 1, 2, 3. What can I say? It's catchy. Alright, that's Garuda down. Because people like that will never understand. There's no point. But... well, that's that part over at least though, so now we can... how about this? Keep shooting the ones in the back. Alrighty. Alright, there's 20 down there. So this is probably where we get our secrets, or unlocks I should say, not necessarily secrets. Alright. Yeah, if Will Force is that of the dead people, then it's time to use something else. Now it's the perfect time for a speech. You can do it, folks. You can do it. So, the power of hope, love, and faith. Come on, get to it already. That way we can get back to blowing up all the enemies. Pure power. It's okay, it's not your turn yet. You gotta kill all the other enemies first. Alright, entry link S activate, I believe. Alright, so there is one more objective after that, but we're not quite there yet. So let's drop the rest of these folks like a sack of potatoes and get there. Alright. Now let them annihilate themselves on us. Yeah? Okay. God, this thing is creepy beyond belief.
居住区に被害がないことは何よりです。黙っているつもりはありません。
Okay. So why did you not kill this thing? Oh, there it is. Alrighty. Now we can do something about you. There we go. Yeah, so there's 2 things that we get from this map. Well, technically 4, but we've gotten 2 already. So Ichiko awakens her superhumanity ability. And we got the Energy Link S for the Ligachi. Sakibuchi no Jutsu.
幻からうつつへ終わりだ。
Alright, boss down. And so this is when we now get the other 2 of this map. It's a shame there isn't one that also includes Forte.
俺もエチカも一人じゃない。やるぞ、エチカ。
ニーラカ内の出力上がっていきます。
お嬢様、ご指示を。
バイズルーンドラッヘに全てを託します。
任せとけ。
今思いを一つに。
受け取ったぜ、エチカ。
言ってください。
これが俺たちの力だ。くらえ。
Full Moon Crush. Alright, so the combo attack between Cross and Ichiko They can both use it. The only difference in the naming is, in Cross's case, it has a ninja art, the name, but it's the same move. So it's good. In 2 maps we've gotten 4 effective team attacks. Technically 3, but 4, because of the naming difference. But it's not over yet. Honorary members of Shadows. Sure, why not? We'll give you that little sticker or pin that you can say that I'm an honorary member. And Baku senses it. It appeared right next to Destiny. And that's only the beginning, because there's a hell of a lot bigger titans out there. In fact, that would be the next main map. But anyway. Alright, Arc, let's go. I believe Kamo should have it, so yeah. So it's only got the 1 attack again, but yeah. Let's do it.
ゲッター、俺たちを飼いならせると思うなよ。俺たちはゲッターの申し子だ。アークシャインボンバー。
So that was like a good third of its health there.
アークのスピードは波じゃねえのさ。
Alright, let's chip it down just a little bit, huh? Wow. I guess I really did make Monster Asia quite threatening, didn't I? But that's alright. Alright, Cross, he's all yours.
Misete yaru zo, Getta. Ningen no soko jikara o. Mangetsu kudaki da, Ichikara.
バイズルーンドラッヘ配置につきました。
お嬢様、ご指示を。
FMC 始動。
エアデントの思いは俺が背負う。
フルムーンクラッシュ。
やるぜエシカ。
発射。
健魂一滴勝負。くらえ。
Boom. Get out of here. Let chapter 6 be finished.
あの光は。
俺は不死身だぜエチカ。
Alright. Farewell for now. It's over for now. Probably the God of Ruin. Alright, so in the Atlantic Ocean ruins. So the Infernal Lion's trump card has failed, has it? Yes, I must admit it was quite a surprise. I never would have imagined the Evolver's legacy would be so easily defeated. The bigger mystery here is that girl Zana. She came to us out of nowhere and explained those ruins to us. Whatever her intentions, she set our plans forward tremendously. Perhaps this is a sign His Majesty's goals and ours are incompatible. We just have to take care not to serve the evil spirit's ends, which means we should analyze these ruins as quickly as possible. Right, that's the next step to attaining the eternity we desire. Meanwhile, in the Indian Ocean, the Nexus rebellion has failed. It's just as well that the Bloom was the survivor. The Warmonger is much easier to handle than the crafty one like Nexus. Perhaps that's why that Izana girl leaked the information on these ruins, so that we could take care of the Bloom for her if the opportunity arose. Exactly, Izana has chosen us as the future masters of the Earth. She's telling us not to let it fall into the hands of an idiot who doesn't know anything outside of fighting. We've recovered the Dark Gundam's core and acquired some valuable data thanks to one. Knowledge has now been divided into 3 then. Correct, Ravel, Poseidon, and Windermere's allied forces and us. As long as our alliance stands, I can't imagine any of us will make a move on the others. Shadows can be the wildcard responsible for breaking that balance. And knowing the A advent, I expect to prioritize eliminating the invaders from our space. That gives us the perfect opportunity to analyze the power these ruins hold. Indeed, they're about to learn that Earth belongs to the Earthlings. These degenerate Philistines. I have to bear it, after all, their simplicity makes them equally simple to manipulate. Just watch, Charles, the ball. I'll show you what it means to have the world on a string. Is something the matter, Bill? It appears there's activity in Antarctica. Red dust has appeared there in large quantities over the past few days, and an unidentified creature has been seen in the center of the cloud. Yes, I hear the nations of the Southern Hemisphere have been leading efforts to exterminate it, but well... Here we go, we finally see him. We now take you live to the scene via one of our drones. As you can see, the giant creature has suddenly appeared in Antarctica, the region currently thick with red dust. Swarms of countless kaiju have also been seen in the vicinity. Nations in the Southern Hemisphere concerned by this turn of events conducted a joint operation to eliminate the kaiju and engaged in hostilities with giant creatures serving as a focal point for the red dust. However, during the battle, the creature changed form to what you're seeing live in this footage. The transformed Titan then destroyed all the teams sent to eliminate the kaiju. This colossal organism, dubbed Godzilla, has not left the Antarctic continent as of yet. Why is it there? What is it planning to do? Stay tuned as we continue to observe the situation. Perhaps this giant creature, this kaiju called Godzilla, that emerged along with the red dust, can be considered the king of the kaiju. So the God of Ruin makes his appearance. So in the mess hall. What the hell is that thing? Man, that's one hell of a way to rain on our parade. Godzilla. The king of the kaiju. Ugh. What's one, Akira? That thing. You mean Godzilla? It's the god of Ruin. What? That thing that caused the mental calamity 12,000 years ago and destroyed almost all the civilizations of the time. So that's it, the kaiju's right there. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I can feel just how scared Raiden is of it. Wait, you're telling me Raiden's giving a warning in its inactive state, but it's never done anything like that before. Perhaps the Empire of Mu left behind Raiden 12,000 years ago, so that it could warn us of Godzilla warn us once Godzilla returned. That thing's an enemy of Getter Emperor too. What are you talking about, Baku? I can feel it, yes, of course, it was all so simple. That thing's not your run-of-the-mill kaiju, it's a gigantic singular point. Its very existence warps natural order and destabilizes the foundation of the world itself. What the hell are you on about? We came to this world in pursuit of that thing. No, that's not right. We were drawn towards it and ended up here. You guys came from a different world, right? Yeah, from one of the infinite worlds that exist in this universe. It doesn't add up with what we heard on the Getter battleship though, since the whole thing's been bugging me since then. Right, Getter Emperor power should be keeping our worlds from branching off into parallel worlds. But Night and Second came for one, so their existence in our world is proof that parallel worlds exist. Then that would make the whole thing about everything converging into Getter Emperor a big fat lie. If this world can still branch into parallel worlds, does that mean changing the Andromeda Acceleration of Val's future is totally pointless? No. This world is special. It is a giant river flowing non-stop towards a fixed outcome, just like we heard on the Getter battleship. We just slipped in through a momentary tear to get in. A tear? How'd that work? It was created by the King of Kaiju, by Godzilla's existence. Hold on a second, didn't you say Godzilla's going to destroy this world? Right. There should be nothing to worry about. The future where Getter Emperor exists is set in place for now. Meaning Godzilla can't possibly destroy the world. Don't think it's a kaiju, Yoon. It's a singular point, one far bigger than us too. A giant boulder that can even change a river's flow. As the possibility its existence will cause a cataclysm like one 12,000 years ago, preventing the creation of Getter Emperor. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, sure, screw what happened to Emperor, but what's gonna happen to us? I'm not sure. I was thinking this was a perfect chance to go on the offensive, what with Noah split up and all, but well, I sure never imagined we'd have to deal with the world ending. Cross. We got no choice but to head to Antarctica, huh? Yes, we must face Godzilla once and for all. Meanwhile, at Evil Incorporated. My friend who fought beside me. My friends who walked alongside me. I swear on your souls that I will live as the Celestial Emperor until my last breath. Alright. So we made a lot of money. And with this ends chapter 6 and begins chapter 7, the last chapter. So naturally we'll have some DLC to do, plus DLC 3 finally. Let's have a look. Yeah, so DLC 3, the Last Relic mission, which I'll do as part of doing this. Then that's DLC 3 there. And then naturally we've got the research notes to do as well. So we'll have a lot of money coming our way. I believe this is where we were up to. Alright, so we literally only have one more to do. Alrighty, so we can change the parts around. Not you. Algaim can have its Piranha converter back. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Piranha converters for these silly DLC missions. But all that stuff will be a problem for next episode. So thank you for watching, folks, and I will catch you in the next one.